Howdy, it's David here. I'm really excited today because I received my first test prints back from the printer. It's the first time I've tried to use an external printer. I've always printed everything myself, either in the darkroom or on my Epson printer. So I spent some time refining my files, getting them ready for sending off to an external printer, and I'm going to show you the results. I received the first package day before yesterday, which was ahead of schedule. Really happy about that. Packaging was awesome, really nice. They were two A3 size prints, so just a little bit bigger than 11 by 16. And they came out great. I printed those on Canson Prestige 2 paper, which I liked. It was a little too glossy, not quite the same as the Ilford gold fiber gloss that I've been using, which I really like. It looks like a very traditional luster photo paper. The Canson paper was very nice, very heavyweight. Had a bit of a curl to it, which I didn't like, but the color rendition was awesome. And the job that the lab did, utilizing their color profiles, matching to what I could see on my monitor, spot on. Couldn't be happier. Today, I received the next print, which is a 16 by 20-ish size. Came in this really nice box, very well packaged, and it looks like it's going to be really nice and safe in there. So I'm going to unbox this one, and we'll do a quick review of my first impressions on a larger print size with the same file, by the way, that I used on the smaller print, but a different paper. This is Hahnemühle Photo Rag, I believe. I'll double check that and make sure, but let's see how it looks. Stay tuned. All right, so here we are all unboxed, and my first impression is, again, just very impressed with the quality from this particular printer. It's Whitewall out of Germany. They have been recommended by a number of photographer friends and people that I've seen online as well. And I have to say, definitely meeting my expectations. Really nice. One thing I need to mention about this particular print, I actually sent them the wrong file. This was not the correct file that I actually wanted them to print. I made a couple of errors in my editing sequence and inadvertently sent them the wrong file. But I have to say, even though it's the wrong one, it still looks really good. It's not quite as sharp as the smaller prints, and that's because one of the errors I made was forgetting to do my final sharpening layer on this one. But it still looks really good, and you know, if you're a foot or so away from the print, it looks fine. If you get even a little bit further away, it looks really good. This is round about 16 by 20 in size, and again, scanned from an old 4x5 Ektachrome 100 transparency shot with my Cambo 45N camera back in 1990 up in June Lake, California. It's really nice. The paper quality, this is the Hahnemühle Photo Rag, and this is a matte paper. It has a bit of a texture to it, very I would say between a water, it's not heavily textured like a watercolor paper, but it definitely has a texture to it. It's a fine texture, which I think lends itself really nice to this type of motif. So I'm really pleased with that. It's also laying a bit flatter than the Canson papers. Personally, I prefer a little bit higher luster or gloss to my prints because I'm a former Ilfochrome printer, so I love that really sharp high gloss feel of color prints. I think for black and white, this paper would be awesome. Looks really nice. I mean, the depth in tonality in the shadows is really rich and good. There's good separation in detail there in the deepest areas of the blacks. The highlights aren't blown out. They're right on the threshold. There's still some good texture in there, which is great. And overall, I'm just super pleased. I could put this in a frame and hang it on the wall and sell it quickly, hopefully. But I think it would make it will make a beautiful addition to our gallery wall in the shop. So very pleased. Excellent price point. It arrived sooner than expected, which is, again, great customer service. I sent them an email regarding the submission of the wrong file. Unfortunately, it was on me. It was too late in the process for them to cancel the order and redo it. So I'll be sending a different file to them and seeing how that looks, maybe using a different paper. But overall, couldn't be happier. Whitewall, again, you've done an amazing job. Thank you so much for the great work. And I'm looking forward to sharing more of these with you as time goes on. Thanks, everybody. I really appreciate it. Check out my website, davidlevyphoto.com, and click on the next video for the next bit of content. We're going to talk about some basic photography stuff. So thanks again. Have a great weekend. Bye.